Hey guys, Sam here. In the last video, we learned how to output data to the screen. And in this video, we're going to learn all about variables. So what is a variable? Pretty much all programming languages have variables, and they are extremely useful when writing programs. You can think of a variable as a box that holds data. This data can be practically anything like a number, true or false value, or even letters and words. So how can we use these variables in C++? Well, to declare a C++ variable, you first need to say what kind of data this variable can hold, which is a data type. There are many data types in C++. I'm going to go over two of them, and I'll leave a link to all of them in the description below. So the first one we're going to look at is an int. An int stands for integer. A variable that has a data type of int can hold integer numbers, such as 25, 100, -5, or 2018. Now, an int can only hold integers. So if we wanted to hold a decimal number, we need to use a different data type called a double. A double allows us to store decimal numbers like 3.14, 1.0, -5, 1, 2, 3, 8, 9, 0, or 2. So now that we have these two data types, let's see how we can use them in our programs. Alright, so let's open a C++ file. If you need a refresher what all this means, watch my last video where I explain everything in detail. Okay, so to make a variable, the first thing we need to say is the data type the variable is going to hold. In this case, let's make a variable with a type int. To do this, type int. Now, the next step is to say the name of the variable. This could be anything we want, such as x, price, total distance. When we want to use this variable, we will call it by this name. I'm going to call mine a. Next, we want to set what a is equal to. Since a is a variable with a type int, it can only hold an integer number. I'm going to set mine to 10 by typing equal 10. And remember to put a semicolon after the number 10. So now that we have this variable, we can output it to the user the same way we did it in the last video. To do this, skip a line, type cout, 2 left arrows, and here we can put the name of a variable, in this case a. And I'm going to put 2 more arrows and an end line statement and a semicolon. Now, if we build and run this, we should see the number 10 in the console window. Alright, so we see here we got a number 10 in the console window, which is the value of our a variable right here. Alright, so let's do it again by making another variable. So I'm going to skip 2 lines, and remember the first thing we need is the data type for the variable. In this case, let's make another int. So I'm going to type int. Next is the name. I'm going to call mine b, but you can call it whatever you like. And I'm going to set mine equals to 5 by typing equals 5 and semicolon. Now we can display this the same way to the user by typing cout, 2 left arrows, b, 2 left arrows, and l. If I build and run this, we should see 10 and 5. Alright, so I got 10 in the first line, which is here, a. Skips line, and I see 5, which is the value of b right here. Okay, so now we know how to display variables, but let's try to add them together and display that to the user. So I can skip 2 lines, type cout, 2 left arrows, and in here, I can type a plus b, 2 left arrows, and end line. What this is saying is take the value of a and the value of b, add them together, and display it to the user. So if we build and run this, we should see 15. Alright, so I got 10, 5, and 15, which is the value here, a plus b, which is 10 plus 5. And we can simplify this even further. So skip 2 lines, make another int variable called int c equals, and let's have this equal to a plus b, semicolon. And what this is saying is take the value of a and the value of b, add them together, and store that result in C. So let's display it to the user the same way again by typing cout, 2 left arrows, C, 2 left arrows, and L. And I should see 15 again in a new line. Alright, so we got 10, which is A, 5, which is B, 15, which is A plus B, and 15 again, which is C, which holds the value of A plus B. So say we wanted to make a variable with a type double to hold decimal numbers. We do this the same exact way by making an int variable, except we use double. So the first thing we write is double. I'm going to call mine pi equals 3.14 semicolon. And we display it the same exact way. So we say cout, 2 left arrows, pi, which is the name of our variable, 2 left arrows, end line. When I run this, I should see 3.14 on the last line, which is exactly what I get here. Alright, so it's possible to change the value of pi after I declare it right here. To do it, skip a line after cout, type pi, which is the name of our variable, equals, and let's add the value of b to it. So I'm going to say pi plus b, semicolon. So what this is saying is take the value of pi, which is 3.14, take the value of b, which is 5, add them together, and store in a pi. And now if I output pi, I should get a different value, which is the sum of pi, 3.14, and b, which is 5. So I should be expecting 8.14 in the console window. Alright, so we got 3.14, which is here pi, and then we change pi by adding 5 to it and display it, and now we got 8.14. And this could be the same thing done with an int variable too. So let's say I have the variable a, skip 2 lines, have a, and we have a equals to a, which is the value of a, 10, plus, let's do 2, semicolon. So if I display this, I should see the value of 12 because a is 10, plus 2 to it is 12, and store that in a. And build a run, I should see 12 in the console window. Yep, there we go. So just to review, we got 10. We're displaying 10 right here because a is equal to 10. Skip a line 5, which is b. Skip a line 15, which is a plus b, which is 10 plus 5. Skip a line 15 again, which is c, which is the value of a plus b, which is 10 plus 5. Skip a line, we get 3.14, which is the value of pi right here. And skip a line again, we get 8.14, which is the value of pi plus b, with 3.14 plus b is 5. Store that back in pi, output it, we get 8.14. And in the last line we get 12, which is the value of a, which is 10, right here, plus 2 is 12, store that back in a, and display a, and we get 12. Alright, so this has been an introduction to C++ variables, specifically int and doubles. And of course there are a lot more data types, and I have a link to them in the description below. Of course, all this code is available on GitHub, which is also linked down below. If you found this tutorial helpful, feel free to leave a like. It will really help me out. Subscribe if you'd like to see more C++ tutorials and also tutorials for other programming languages and concepts down the line. Let me know what you guys think, have any suggestions, or need any help down in the comments below. See you next time.